Hello mga students, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening sa inyong lahat. I will be presenting a quick illustration on capital maintenance approach in the determination of profit using capital maintenance approach. So allow me to share my screen so that I can present to you the problem. This is lifted from our reference book. That's 3-1. Okay. So tignan po ninyo, palakihin lang natin yung ating view para kita. Please take note and remember that from the previous lecture discussions that we had, in the determination of profit, it can either be a capital maintenance approach based on your conceptual framework, or the transaction approach, which is the what we use, when we present the profit or loss, transactional. So dito, pag capital maintenance approach, hindi po tayo manggagaling doon sa income, sa expenses, but we will take a look at the changes made in the net assets. Okay, so tignan po ninyo yung problem, no? We have an incomplete records of ABC company presenting selected accounts, in 2024 and 2023. You have cash, you have accounts receivable, meron kang prepaid rent, furniture and fixtures, accounts payable, and salaries payable. In 2024, the owner withdrew cash for 250,000 and also made additional investments of 100,000. Computin daw natin yung net income for 2024 using the capital maintenance approach. Di basic lamang po yan sa inyo, no? Anong sabi natin? Whether, especially pag financial capital maintenance tayo, no? Compare mo yung net assets at the beginning and at the end of the period, pero excluding transactions with owners, in their capacity as owners. Like yung mga distribution to and contributions from the owners. Kasi, kailangan po nating i-consider yung, impact sa ating net profit. For some of you, magiging madali na ito, diretso na, plus minus. Pero yung iba, kung makakatulong yung T account, mag-T account po kayo. Pakita ko po yung solution and ginawa ko po itong naka-T account din para mas ma-emphasize yung answer natin which is 324. But how did we come up? Siyempre, itong mga amounts na ito, itong mga accounts na ito, hindi po yan lahat assets. Meron din tayo ditong liabilities. So from cash to furniture and fixtures, yun lamang po yung ating assets. For 2024, ayan, grinop natin, your total assets ay 1,218,000. And then 2023, 970,000. Yan ba yung i-compare natin? Not yet. We compare the net assets, not yung total assets, no? Meron kang accounts payable and salaries payable. Sa 2024, it's 276,000. Sa 2023, it's 202,000. O ano yung kinukuha natin? We need to determine the net assets. So total assets minus total liabilities. Your net asset for 2024 is 942,000. While at the beginning of the year, it's 768. No, 970 minus 202. So, ito yung mga net assets natin. Pick upin natin, beginning, ito siya. 768, ito yun. Ending, 942, ito yun. Kung yun lang yung pag-uusapan natin at walang transactions with the owners, na naka-incorporate dyan, yung 174,000 dapat, ito yung representing profit or loss. Kaso hindi. Kasi dito sa movement from 768 papuntang 942, nagkaroon ng withdrawal, nagkaroon ng additional investment. Tandaan niyo, when we record the withdrawal, from a sole proprietorship, pag withdrawal, debit, meron kang drawing account, credit to cash. But the drawing account is close to your capital account. Eh di ganun din. Okay? Anong impact niyan sa ating equity, sa net asset mo? O di, ilagay mo dito sa debit kung gagawa ka ng T account. On the other hand, pag meron kang additional investment, debit cash or kung anumang non-cash asset yan, credit capital account. So, additional investment increases the net assets. Withdrawals decreases the net asset. So ilatag mo dito yung 250 for this amount, no? Okay, at saka itong 100 latag mo dito sa kanan. So yung 174, okay, it will be impacted by the ano no, net effect of 150,000. Withdrawal 250, additional investment 150. So net nila ay 150. Idagdag natin doon sa 174 para mag-come up tayo sa answer natin na 324,000, which is the net income or the profit for the period using the capital maintenance approach. Kung sakali man medyo nalilito ka, ang pinagsasama natin ha, yung magkatandem ay yung ending balance at saka etong nasa debit. 942 plus 250, that's 1192. Ito din yung total nitong tatlo. Beginning, additional investment, profit. Kung sakali man loss yan, dito natin makikita dapat yung loss for the period. Okay? So ganyan lamang po ano, kadali. Tama ba? Ganyan lang kadali yung ating computation ano ng net income using capital maintenance approach. Okay? So yan lang. Hanggang dito lamang po tayo. Let me know no if you have any questions on this one. I hope wala no kasi medyo madali-dali lang naman ito. Sige. So hanggang dito na lang. Thank you. Bye-bye.